What do you think the Republicans are going to do on the immigration border security deal?
So I don't see a way that that happens in the House, period. So I don't, I, even if more things are revealed, even if you could make the argument that you're making incremental progress on border control of some kind, I think the trust is broken, particularly on this issue, so much that it's hard to sell anything. It's particularly hard to sell to a House with it maybe a one vote majority. I mean, that is seems nearly impossible to me.
Do you agree with me that the necessary, though not sufficient, ingredient in a successful deal would be a 900-mile wall, the construction details of which are specified, the map is laid out, and the authorized, notwithstanding any other law language, is used? Would that bring Republicans around? Because I'm not going for anything that doesn't build the wall. I'm done with everything else, and I'm an immigration moderate. You know that I'm a wet on this. What do you
They've,
think?
they've turned us all into hawks.
Yes,
Yeah.
they have.
No, I agree that because the trust has been broken on this issue so many times, how many pieces of legislation say they're going to increase security? How many pieces of legislation over the years has said that they're fixing these things, right? The Biden administration, of course, has the power to change all the things it changed for the worse after they took office, governing opposition to Trump administration policies unwisely, but they won't do that. So I think you need something physical and specific to even have a chance at buying trust past something.
And I guess that the Republicans gave that away on day one because the Democrats don't like the symbolism of the wall because it's Trump's wall, even though it goes back to the Secure Border Fence Act of 2006 was the first lie. And you just know that
Right.
we've been lied to many times about the wall. I just don't think anyone's going to believe it until it's built. What did you write for Real Clear Politics, Mary Catherine?
So I wrote about, the infamous AB5 in California, which essentially outlawed freelance and independent contracting work in the Golden State and hurt a bunch of people and sent a bunch of people running from California. Uh, the Biden administration, in its great wisdom, in this economy, has decided to pass a 339-page Department of Labor rule that imposes basically the same structure on freelance and independent work across the nation.
I was
And
unaware of this. You mean you
yes, it
can't
is.
do the gig economy? They're trying to kill the gig economy with one rule?
Yes, their wish is to turn all of the gig economy people into full time workers and then unionize them. The problem, of course, is when you raise the cost of labor, you get less employment, which is what happened in California. And you take
You
the
know what
rights
the
away
real
from those.
minimum wage is, Mary Catherine? It's zero. Thomas Sowell wrote that years ago. The real minimum
Yes,
wage is zero because you don't hire people at $25 an hour. You just don't.
exactly. And this rule is so complicated that most businesses are going to look at it and go, I have no idea how to deal with this. Maybe I just won't hire independent contractors. That'll of course have cascading effects for so many people who choose to work as independent contractors for their families, for themselves. And Kevin Kiley is working on reversing it for the Congressional Review Act move. So we'll see what
Kevin
happens.
knows what he's doing. I got a quick question. What were you paid for? What was your wage for your first job, Mary Catherine, not including babysitting?
10.50 an hour as a reporter.
10.50? Ah, you're rolling
Actually,
it down. No wonder you're so well dressed. No one pays
thank
a
you very much.
reporter 10.50 an hour. Mary Catherine Ham, follow her on Twitter at MKHammer. Listen to Getting Hammered with Nick Mattis.